Hey, welcome to another episode of GeekOutdoors.com. And we have another episode of The Mobile Gamer. And as you could probably tell, this is Shinobi. On a previous episode I did a episode about my favorite arcade ninja games, and Shinobi was at the top of the list. So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. But I pretty much spoiled it for you in terms of what my favorite was. But Shinobi, man, what can be said about it? Technically my actual favorite Shinobi game is actually Revenge of Shinobi on the Sega Genesis. But this is the one that started it all, and to this day, it is still an awesome game. So when I first saw this, the intro screen, I was actually at a pizza place. I think it was Chuck E. Cheese when I was younger, and wow, when I saw this, I was like, "What is this?" And um, when I put my quarters in, and I saw like, "Whoa, I'm a ninja," And back then, ninjas were really, really huge. I mean, they had ninja movies everywhere, primarily by Sho Kosugi, and ninja games were like everywhere. And this one was actually the most popular. There was also Ninja Gaiden, of course, but we're talking about the arcades, and so. Ninja Gaiden in arcades was nothing like it was in a home console, and so basically it was just dominated by Shinobi. And one of the things that I really enjoyed about this is the fact that the graphics were amazing to me, and on top of it, it was Sega, and Sega, like Capcom, like Konami, they were the best at arcade games, and especially as Sega in later years, I mean, they were already a powerhouse already, but they just kept bringing out hit after hit. And besides the graphics and sound, of course, the hallmark of any really, really great arcade game is the actual gameplay. The gameplay, as you can see, it's very fluid, and obviously I'm playing this with the digital, touch control, and I can still play this really well. So, which is a testament to how awesome the programmers were at designing the gameplay. And unfortunately, for some reason, my third button doesn't show up on this on-screen button, so I can't show you the ninja magic. But it also has really, really cool ninja magic. And the hero is actually Joe Musashi, and that kind of looks like Spider-Man, which it was supposed to be. And the whole premise of the game was, you are rescuing these kids, these hostages, and you are a trained ninja. In some cases, I would think he could be an assassin, but he's not. He's part of a very powerful ninja clan. And to be honest with you, after Revenge of Shinobi, I don't really think the series came back to what it was. I mean, there was Shinobi 3, and then whenever the Sega Saturn came out, there was like a really horrible FMV version of it, using Mortal Kombat type graphics. I think that was made by Victor Kai, if I remember correctly. No, one was made by Sega, and then another was made by Victor Kai, and that was bad. And then, whenever we got into the PlayStation, Xbox era, they did have a 3D Shinobi, but they just didn't work. I mean, they just didn't capture the essence of the original right here. And this game it's actually pretty challenging. I mean, you're gonna have to really play this a lot. Obviously, I keep dying. I can't even get to the first boss to actually get really far. And the thing with it is, you are rewarded, as you get further and further in the game. And without the ninja magic, it makes it even more challenging, as you can see there. But yeah, Shinobi, definitely my favorite ninja arcade game. It's still a game that I could play today. Just not as good as I used to be. And there was a sequel to this. There was Shadow Dancer, which I might review later on. And Shadow Dancer, it actually had his dog as his companion. And although it was really a good game, it wasn't quite as good as the original Shinobi. And obviously, I can't even get to the first boss. So I'm gonna see if I could get there before I end this episode. But yeah, I really, really like what Shinobi did here. I can't remember which division of Sega made this game. I don't know. It was the AM1 team. It might have been. I don't think it was AM2 though. That was Yutsuo Koshiro's team. But yeah, it was really fun. And whenever Revenge of Shinobi was released, they tried to put Spider-Man and Superman in it, and then they got into some trouble with DC Comic and Marvel Comics concerning copyright, so they did have to change that. Well, anyways, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to even get to the first boss. But yeah, that was Shinobi, my favorite ninja arcade game, and which had a whole bunch of other games in the series. I really hope that somebody tries to remake this, kind of like what they did with Strider, and just re-release it with different levels, different graphics, but the same type of gameplay and action that we've all grown to love. And so that is it for this episode. If you remember playing Shinobi or any other ninja games that you liked in arcade, leave your comments and ideas below, and I'll see you on another Mobile Gamer episode. Thanks for checking out this episode. And as always, if you like these videos, be sure to click on the subscribe button. And for full written content, audio content, and additional geek stuff, head over to geekoutdoors.com, and I'll see you outdoors on the very next episode.